Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to What's on Tap podcast with your host, Stefan.
Matthias.
And today we are playing Game of Beers.
Yes.
And this is a very special version of Game of Beers because it is a co-host to co-host edition. Matthias and I are challenging each other. And because we are normally one of the hosts of, or one of the challengers in this game, both of us have to play, so we have to have a new Master of Ceremonies.
Yes.
And of course, we can think of no other person than the one, the only, I don't know. I can't think of something. Martin, welcome.
No surprise.
I was trying to think of something witty to say, but my mind is just like a blank of, there's just like nothing going on there.
But the listeners are used to me now.
They are.
They're tired of me now.
They're
complaints have started coming in. Like,
No.
Actually, we've been saying how much better the episodes with you are. And when are you going to become the full, co-host? But, it's just the fans. So you have selected the beers that we're going to be challenging against each other today.
Yeah.
yes.
And you are going to host this, so you know the rules.
Yes.
All right. So just for people listening, what will happen is we have 3 beers each. We'll be blindfolded. One of us will leave the room. The other person will try the beers, and they will guess the particular style of that beer. And then once the first person has decided the style, he will leave, and then the next person will come in, which is, I guess, me, and I will try the 3 beers, and I will also guess the style. And then from there, we'll be unblindfolded, and we'll see what we have, and then we will guess the brewery. And then after we guess the brewery, we'll try to guess the actual beer.
Yes.
The last couple of times we played this game, I think the overall score was like 0 and 1 or something like that. Yeah. So
When I participated, I got a resounding 0.
yeah,
It was sad.
yeah.
Like this is probably like the time where you can just go, you know what? I fucking hated you guys for giving me that 0.
Yeah,
So now I'm going to make it really
I
challenging
just
for you
brought,
both.
brought 3 Maria Stad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, this tastes like a mass-produced horrible chick lager. This also does, but it can't be the same. So
Yeah, but Maria Stad's not Czech.
is it not?
No.
Oh, Swedish.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of Starpramen, which I just
Yeah.
assume is Swedish because it's so ubiquitous here.
Yeah.
So apparently we need to make a lager tasting session with Stefan so he can actually figure out where the different lagers
Definitely.
They're all the same. There's
But
no
to
difference.
clarify one thing, one of you tastes all 3 beers blindfolded.
Yes.
And then you switch.
come from. Yes. That's
Okay.
correct.
Then I knew the rules. Haha.
Yes, you do.
So we have pre-decided that Matthias will go first.
Yep.
So again, after Matthias tries all the beers, when he leaves, you cover the beers so that when I come in, I can't see what he's tried.
Yes.
Uh,
So you
that way
don't you only pour beers for me.
Yes.
At first, and then cover those up, and then he can go.
All right,
next.
there's your blindfold, and I will leave you guys to it. And remember, during the interchange, you have to vamp and talk. I know it won't be a problem, but Matthias really sucks at that part.
Yeah, I'm terrible at that.
So he does not vamp for shit.
Got it.
I'm pretty bad at that.
Godspeed, and may
May the beer gods be with you.
yes, not with you. You suck.
They
But-
won't.
No.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. I am.
Yes. Then
I
we are
can't
going
see.
to open the first beer.
I'm gonna try and listen for the fizz and see if I can tell. Oh, I can hear it pouring.
There we go. You have your first beer poured.
All right. Let me see if I can find it.
Yep, you are on your way.
There we go. All right. So beer number 1.
Yes.
Let's see if I can just smell.
This is really exciting. This is the first time that I'm the main host. I feel like I have way too much power. I could totally fondle Matthias now. And
Well, yeah. I mean,
how
go
could
for
he-
it, man.
How could he stop me?
It smells hoppy at least.
The suspense is incredible.
Ooh, that became more difficult now. I mean, it's very bitter. I'm still going to go with IPA.
Are you locking that in? Or do you want to try all three and then...
I'll try all three first, but I'm leaning towards IPA on that one.
Beer number 2.
I'll try to put it like way over here.
If you want... Oh, wait. Now the listeners are waiting with absolute suspense. You don't have the beer in front of you yet.
Okay.
And I don't want to give anything away because this... Stefan will not have the same experience. It is a little bit foamy.
Mm-hmm.
We
can tell him. We can tell him that when he comes in.
Because of the way I poured it, it has nothing to do with the characteristics of the beer.
Okay.
Can you handle some foam while you sample?
No, I'm good with foam.
So it's now in your hand.
Thank you. Oh, yes, that was foamy.
Now that I look at the glass, I actually poured a correct amount, but it has a lot of foam.
It smells wheaty.
And for any listener who hasn't heard about this contest before, all of the beers are from Systembolaget. That's a core rule of the game. Otherwise, it would be absolutely impossible.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to lock that in as a wheat beer.
Wheat beer?
Mm-hmm.
It is locked in. Then we will open the third one.
Just put that over there. I feel the...
Yep.
Okay, so they're in the correct order now, right?
Yes, and I'm moving the glass to your hand.
Thank you. Ooh, that's interesting.
I chose all 3 beers because they are interesting.
It smells chocolatey. It tastes very chocolatey too. That's one of those tough ones, you know? It's just like, do I want to go with porter? Do I want to go with stout? Is it a brown ale with a little bit of roastness to it, or like a little bit of chocolate?
It could be anything.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's tough to...
But that's what makes this game so fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's also why well, I hope it's fun to listen to, at least, us squirming about and trying to figure out what this is.
I think everything's fun except the silences. So I'm going to try and fill those more.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to give you any hints, but there are so many styles that each of these could be.
That's the problem, right? So
yes.
The first time we did Game of Beers, when I challenged Stefan, when we were just doing one person at a time, I picked out a Baltic Porter. And that was a bit of a mean choice, because the funny thing is, like, it worked, the thing that I wanted to do with it. So he guessed that it was a lager at first. And then kind of as it warmed up in the glass a little bit, he could feel those roasted notes a bit more prominent. So he changed his selection to porter, which was, well, I guess we gave him a point for that.
Nice.
I think. But beer number 3. So, I mean, it's chocolatey enough that I don't think it's a brown ale. But it's just really hard to say if it's a porter or a stout. So I'm just gonna... I'm going to go with stout. So I think there's a slight kind of like more roasty hint to it.
I have written stout.
Excellent. I'll lock stout in. So beer number 1 again.
Yes.
It's this one, right?
That's the beer number 1.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go with IPA.
So you have locked that in. Then I will hide your beers.
Yep. Well, you can rearrange them. I don't have
They are now hidden,
Cool.
so it's okay for you to take off your blindfold.
Excellent. That's tough.
Oh, of course it's tough.
I mean, that's the whole point of the game, right? I mean, it's not supposed to be easy. So
Yeah. Now that you've selected these, and you will, I haven't been mean. I will tell that to Stefan as well.
yeah.
After he's put the styles in.
Exactly.
So exchange with him.
Yes, I'll go.
I will now tell the viewers all of the secrets that I can't tell when you are around. I don't have that many secrets to tell. It is a lot of fun to be on this show. And I think they're both gonna do really well in this challenge. I actually do think so.
Okay. Coming in.
You are free to enter.
Thank you, sir.
And you will also be drinking from the left,
Yes.
right? No.
Correct.
See,
Correct.
I tricked you with a verbal barrage.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. We'll go with barrage. All right.
Hey, I'm the host. You're just some weird guest. So I'm now pouring beer number 1. There you go. That's the glass, and that's the beer.
This right here?
Yes.
All right. All right.
I now realize that the paper was lying on the table when you entered. I hope you didn't see what Mathias.
I did not see
Good.
anything.
I did have my hand on the paper, but you never know.
This is really perfumey. Interesting. That's
You're either laughing because you recognize it or you don't recognize it at all.
a little bit of both. Like, it feels really familiar, but at the same time, I can't quite place it because it doesn't. It's like this bitterness to it. There's a weird perfuminess at the same time. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Let me try beer number 2.
Yep. You will get beer number 2.
It's very Besk, you know?
Yep.
Like bitter.
I'm actually doing a secret trick now. So there is a lot of foam here because that's how I accidentally poured it for Mathias. So you're getting the exact same experience.
I'm pretty sure this is a lager. Although,
to the listeners, it is so hard not to say anything about them.
It is because
I don't want to give
these
Stefan any more.
These are really
hints.
tough. I have to admit, these are really, really tough because in the past everything kind of leans towards a particular style. But I mean, the first one is, I don't know. It's like it doesn't smell like an IPA or a sour or anything. It kind of smells.
There's a clear difference in how the two main hosts taste because Stefan is much more swishing it around in his mouth. Mathias is much more with the nose.
Mm-hmm. But the nose, I mean, he knows the malts and the hop bills and things like that, so we can pick out certain things like that. Where I'm not as nuanced in those areas, where I'm gonna smell it, and I definitely get clean. It's kind of malty. It smells fine, but it doesn't really give you much. I really think. I think I'm just gonna go with the lager on that one.
Sure.
I mean, are we?
You don't have to lock them in until you've tried all three.
Are you differentiating between lager and pilsner and Keller and blah 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 blah? Or are we just saying all of those are kind of the same beer?
When you exposed me to the game of beers, it was very lenient.
All right, so I mean, anything that kind of pilsner lager, those are kind of the same basic beers. All right, so let's try the third beer.
Yes, I will pour.
Although it's just like a really boozy. Yeah, I think it's like a really boozy high ABV lager.
So that's the third beer you have. Are there any you want to lock in already?
Second one is I'm gonna go lager.
Yes, I have locked it in. Without saying anything, Mathias also locked in 2 first.
This one is a stout.
You want to lock it in?
Yes. Kind of tastes like a milk stout actually, but I'm not gonna get hyper specific. I'm just saying, off the top of my mind, it's a lower ABV stout. If I had to guess, like I'm not locking this in, but just this is the top of my mind. It's like it's the Jet Black Heart from Brewdog is kind of what I'm thinking, but not locking that in. I'm just speaking my mind. Now going back to the first beer, which I absolutely
that's interesting. It makes for a better episode.
Yeah. I honestly have no idea what this is. This is driving me nuts. I'm just gonna go. I know it's so tough because it's like it's got a lot of flavor. It's got a lot of nose to it, but the flavor is just kind of like it's just kind of all over the place. Like it doesn't really go in one particular direction. Also, having that third beer did not make it easier.
No, and Mathias also locked in this one as the last lock-in.
I'm just going to go... I'm trying to think of the beer styles and what's available at Systembolaget. I'm going to go IPA.
You have locked in IPA.
Yeah. All right.
So can Mathias come back now?
Yes, he can.
Matthias!
You probably can't hear you because the door's closed. Let me go.
You go get him, and I will remove the handkerchief thingy. This is interesting because they're both wrong on 2. Welcome back. And I can't pour you more because then you will see the bottle.
Yes.
Wow.
So I have to go off of what we have.
Yes.
So I definitely missed that second one.
So
Yeah, me too. I totally fucked up on that one.
Yep.
you did not guess the same on the 2. Matthias got he didn't really get a hint, but after he had locked everything in, I said when he was going out, I didn't try to make this difficult. I wasn't trying to be mean with this.
No.
With
But
these choices.
when you're blindfolded and you're trying things,
Yeah.
it tastes very, very different.
Yeah.
So do you
Yeah.
want to know what each other have
Oh,
guessed?
what styles we've guessed?
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. You can,
Yeah.
Because you
know.
both guessed that the first one is an IPA.
Yeah.
And you both guessed that the third one is a stout.
Yes.
But for the middle one, Matthias said wheat beer,
Yeah.
and Stefan said lager.
Okay.
Yeah. We were both just wildly off because this is a dark red ale, probably, if I had to guess. But the head on it is very
So now that you both,
quite retentive.
the second one is the one I'm most
But God, it smells like a
happy
lager.
about selecting.
Yeah. Which one?
The second
Second
one,
one?
the
You
middle
should be.
one is the one I'm most happy about selecting.
Cool.
Do you now want to know which styles they were?
No, we'll
take it
get
all
at
in
the very
we'll
end
get there.
when we tally the points. We
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
You don't have to fold the paper. It's okay. We can see what it's from here. It doesn't. All right, fine. You can do it however you want. All right. So this one is.
All right, I told you what you guessed.
Well, beer number 1.
Yeah.
Beer number 1 is well, it's at least it's not a New England IPA. It's very
not.
clear.
Yeah. It's extremely clear. And it's very bitter to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I reacted to about it.
Yeah.
as well.
But it
It's
doesn't have
quite
any.
bitter.
It doesn't have like a really forward hoppy nose to it. It's kind of a floral nose.
Actually, now that I see it, I think I know what it is because now I recognize the taste of it as well.
All right.
I cannot tell the listeners enough how interesting this is for me.
It's really hard not to give away clues when someone says something that kind of was like, oh, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
but,
so you both, in your analysis of this beer, said things that are just spot on
yeah.
at some point in your babbling about them. Stefan, do you want more of that beer? I could pour it under the table.
No. It's perfect. I have enough. I can make it through the rest of this. I drank more than because I had a really hard time with this first beer. Mm-hmm. Do you want to guess the brewery?
Well, I had a sip, one more sip now. Now I'm kind of threw myself off.
Yeah.
Because I was so sure about it, and then I was like, no, wait, it might be that other thing. I don't know if I want to start with that one.
The problem is, I think we might be trying this one again later.
Oh.
Because I think it's one of those IPAs that's just like on the shelf that you never buy, but it's like a fairly well-known brewery. Mm-hmm. But you're just kind of like, oh, I've had that before, so I don't need to try it again. But yet, it's there every week on the shelf, waiting for you to try it.
So we might be thinking about the same thing.
We might be.
So the listeners might as well know. I've now poured myself a secret pour of the second beer. And it's so difficult because I know exactly what it is. Yeah. It tastes exactly like.
Oh, also, there's no to be surprised in it.
So how can you guess differently from each other when it's so obvious?
It's so obvious what you've had. Yeah. All right. I think this is.
Should we say at the same time what we think this is?
Well, you gotta give me a second because I've got to really I gotta dial us in just a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess this is Ballast Point Sculpin.
Yeah. So you locked in both beer and
I'm saying Ballast Point Sculpin. Well. Yep. Yeah. It's like this is like I know I've had this 100 times, but I can't quite.
The thing is, though, I'm thinking the one thing I'm struggling with is the grapefruit Sculpin still in stock, or is it only the regular one?
No, there was grapefruit. If this is the grapefruit one, I would definitely be like, oh, this is a citrusy.
Because I'm getting a ton of citrus on this.
No, I think it's just the hops on this. But I'm just going to go Ballast Point Sculpin on this one. All right.
Yeah.
Did you lock in the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. The second one, I said lager, and you said wheat beer. I think we both agree this is a red ale.
It's definitely a red ale, yeah.
Yeah. Because what's funny is I get the lagery notes to it, but I also get that extra bit of roastiness to it, which kind of was throwing me off.
Yeah.
But the smell to me was like screaming lager. That's why I was thinking like a generic Swedish high ABV lager.
Now that I've seen it, it's like there's one brewer I want it. I think it might be. And if it's that brewery, it's just the one red ale they have. Mm-hmm. Which is also, I mean, it's not a very prominent style that you can find much at Systembolaget.
Yeah. And we're probably both off on this since...
Well, I mean, we fucked up on style.
Yeah. Style is completely off because this is definitely a darker beer. And the redness is really...
It feels quite light. Like it's not very heavy bodied.
No. But it's got a good coloring to it. I mean, getting the light, there's definitely a...
It's a really, like... If it is a red ale, it's a really fucking good red ale. I'm thinking, like, quality-wise, it kind of reminds me of, I don't know. It's so fucking tough to guess.
All right. I'm really drawing a blank on
this one?
Yeah. I can't think of...
Like I said, listeners, this is the beer I'm most happy about picking. This is gonna...
And that's either because you think that, or this is something that they really should know. Like, They should know this beer because they fucking drink that shit all the time.
I'm gonna give you
Or-
it's not a hint. It's the fuzziest way I can say it. It's gonna blow your minds.
What this is, so that means it's probably not a red ale. It's probably something else. But it's got such a lacing on the glass. It's kind of.
It's probably.
I know exactly what it is. It's Star Pomegranate.
You wanna lock that in?
Yes.
Oh.
That's what I'm going with.
So then you're actually going with your original lager guess.
Star Pomegranate. Bam.
I like that. I like the concept of keeping with your original blindfolded guess.
Right. So what wheat beer is this?
There are dark wheat beers.
Well, I mean, I can agree with you on like that lagery note to it. Mm-hmm. But it's just like I could not for the life of me pick out any like dark lagers at System Lager really.
I couldn't either. That's why it just popped in my mind. I'm like, fuck it. It's just like it's out now.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Why not?
Oh, has it just come out?
Well, what's funny was Bishop Savoy had it on tap this week, which made me think of it. And I know it's been out for a while, but I also saw it as a special thing at Hansa. So I don't know where you bought these, but you probably didn't go to Hansa to get. You probably went to the one over at Triangle.
I actually won't say.
Not important, really.
Well, there's a different selection at different
It
stores.
is, but it's also a very almost specific point that most people won't get. So, but this third beer, I've moved on. You can pine over that for a
I
while.
have to think about that one.
Yeah, because you haven't locked anything in yet.
No. I'm getting a bit of like a vegetable-y smell from
So
beer.
when I was blindfolded, this made me think of the Brewdog Jet Black Heart,
Yeah.
which is a low ABV milk stout. Because this is definitely stout porter area.
It's really thin.
Yeah, it's very thin.
Now that it's been sitting in the glass for a while, it's because when I just had it blindfolded, it was very intensely chocolatey.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the chocolatiness is faded quite a bit.
Yeah. But I mean, the body is just, there's not much body to it. But it does have a lot of like that lactose character.
Do you want a non-helpful hint?
Sure.
Now that I'm trying the third beer as well, it's not smelling the way I remember it, and it's actually not really tasting the way I remember it.
That is really not helpful. You're right.
It's a non-helpful hint.
It's a little more just commentary.
I was thinking along the Brewdog lines as well.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought was when it was really chocolatey, it was Cocoa Psycho. But I don't think that's available all the time.
No. The only thing that's available all the time is Jet Black Heart.
Yeah.
It just came out in the Nitro edition.
Okay.
Yeah. That's their new version of that, I guess. Other than that, I mean...
This one, it really tastes like vegetable-y. Kind of
It could be... I mean, there's like this whole slew of generic...
That's the thing, right?
That's the problem. Like, so if I'm looking at the wall of stouts and porters at Systembolaget, there's like Noah Pecan, there's Jet Black Heart.
Definitely not Noah Pecan. I already fucked up on that one.
Yeah, you went hardcore on that one.
Oh.
And then there's just a bunch of generic crap that I just never drink because I don't think it's particularly good. So I'm going to go with Brewdog Jet Black Heart because that's all I think I can think of at this point.
It is locked in.
It is probably not that. I would almost guarantee that it's not that. I think it's actually a bottle pour of some sort. So my other guess would be this flask style stout porter that's like from the UK.
This is where I, as the judge...
But I can't remember what it's called.
You did get different experiences from this since Mathias went first.
I got a very strong chocolate nose off of it.
No, that's not what I mean. I think I'm going to reveal it because Mathias heard 3 bottles being opened.
Oh, okay.
He heard 3.
Oh, well, there's 3 bottles. So then I want to change my. I don't want to. So I want to change mine from Brewdog Jet Black Heart because that is.
It's a can only.
It's a can. Yeah, it's a can only.
Yeah.
that's a bit.
That's what I was trying to think back to. Like, did I hear bottles only, or was there a can as well?
Yeah.
Because the Coco Psycho is a bottle. But
Yeah,
the
that's
Jet
not.
Blackheart is a can.
Yeah, that's not available. Jet Blackheart is.
So now you just need to guess. I believe in you. And Matthias, you need to lock down the second one.
Right?
Because I'm dying. I'm absolutely dying to tell you.
It's hard, isn't it? It is hard because you're just going. I want to tell you how stupid you all are,
or how amazing you are. It's one or the other. It's never. Except for the episode where I was a part, where I managed to like redeem myself, but still get 0 points.
Yeah.
Where I changed an IPA rating
the
to
extra special bitter. That
extra special
amazing.
bitter.
That was pretty amazing.
But that didn't give any points because I chose the wrong ES fucking B.
Yep. Is the I'm trying to think like there's a Spanish I believe it's a dark lager like the Negra Modelo.
Oh, this is definitely not Negra Modelo.
No. I'm on beer number 2.
Oh, we're on beer number 2. All right.
But I just can't remember if that's a dark lager or not.
I mean, we can't help him, right?
No.
And Negro Modelo is not Spanish.
Oh, it's not Spanish.
It's Mexican.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're just wrong in every aspect of your life.
So
God damn.
Damn.
What's another? We did the Snowcat last time, so it could be revenge on the Snowcat by bringing another Snowcat in.
Just to fuck with your mind.
Yeah, I don't think you did because that was also a can.
That's a can as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so listeners, I just realized that all 3 bottle caps were on the table.
They were.
And not a single main host has looked at them.
Oh, goddamn.
I've now removed them.
To be fair, I did see the logo on the whatever the bottom bottle cap was.
You did?
But I am not letting it influence me in any of my decisions because I don't remember what the logo is.
If you saw the logo, then I need to see the logo as well.
Yeah, but I don't know what the logo means. I forgot what it is. But
that's your problem.
But you can only see the logo. No, because it didn't influence my decision. But he doesn't know which one it was because he's messed him around.
I don't know which logo. Okay, there's one logo you did not see. I would say you didn't see any of these logos because you would have.
God damn.
He
didn't see.
Like,
oh, you bastard.
Actually, I did see, and I know what it is.
What?
I won't change any of my answers based on because I haven't guessed the stout, and it wasn't the stout.
Okay, yeah, he didn't see the stout.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you saw the logo, then I should see the logo too.
But you can't. No, you haven't locked in this one yet. And if you locked in this one, and it was only the stout you had left, I will let you see the logo. But you haven't. You got to lock in at least one more beer.
You saw the logo of beer number 2.
No, I'm pretty sure it's beer number 1, but not important.
Oh. Well, beer number 1 I locked in
Did
too,
you both
so then I
lock
can
in?
see the logo.
So
It wasn't that one.
now both have seen. Oh, come on!
Oh, now I know what beer number 1 is.
Or there was beer number 1.
No, don't say.
We can't change it. We've locked it.
We've locked in beer number 1.
Yes. No,
All right, so you finish up. All right, guess beer number 2, and I'll guess beer number 3.
Stefan, you need to lock in beer number 3, and then logos don't matter. They when I found them, they were all lying face down, so to say.
Yeah.
So you could only see basically the color of the.
Oh, you took that to Pound Town. You just demolished that one.
I still don't fucking know what.
I'm gonna guess Terrapin Muhu. Is that what it's called? The milk stout that Terrapin makes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's called.
And it comes out in a bottle, so it covers all the bases, and it is regularly available at System Logit. Bam. No idea. Yeah. Probably not it. But it falls in that. I think it feels like a milk stout.
It does.
I even said that from the beginning. It feels like a milk stout.
Yeah.
All right, time's wasting. You're just
yeah, you're
out of beer number 2.
You're 4 guesses behind.
I know, right?
You're out of one of them.
And you're supposed to be the expert. You should have nailed this already. I feel bad for you.
Well, you drink more than me at this point, so.
Not important. I don't drink this. Whatever this is.
The thing is, I'm struggling at like thinking of the names of the beers that I want to lock in.
Well, can you
like
name
this
the brewery?
It's I want to lock this one in as there's a stout with like a orange kind of sun kind of thing on it. It's a stout.
Orange sun.
But I just cannot think of the name of it.
I didn't know that orange
really
sun.
annoying.
Orange sun beer.
Yeah, I know. It's a stout. It's in a bottle.
You could lock that in, and if it's correct, I
exactly.
might give you 0.1 points.
Exactly.
You get half a
That's
point.
the thing, right? That's the thing. Well, I mean, beer number 2.
Want to try it again a little more?
Well, it's not going to help. I don't know any red ales besides like Remerlev, Crimson Red, and that's about it.
Why don't you just lock in Remerlev Crimson Red then?
I don't even know if it's a red ale, but fuck it. Let's do Remerlev, Crimson Red.
It is locked in.
Because it did come in a bottle.
It did.
So therefore, you have a very high chance of it being right.
Well,
Last one.
I don't think it's going to be right, but
No.
and this one just it smells off. I get like tons of again vegetable kind of taste and smell from it.
Yep. A bit of metal now that it's warmed up a bit.
I say it's gotten worse.
Yep.
That's why I don't think it's the Terrapin Moohoo chocolate stout because I don't get that from that. I think.
Well, you don't know what you haven't had it in a while, so maybe it's changed.
Well, I mean, I thought the Noah Pecan was that beer too. So
Yeah.
jokes on me. Right?
Honestly, I could not think of a single stout, not a single other stout that came out.
It is time to lock it in.
I know, right? I'm gonna just. I have no idea what it is. Just gonna go with that like orange circle beer. So
Orange
basically that.
circle.
Yeah, it's not even a fucking guess at this point.
Circle sun
Yeah, beer.
thingy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thingy.
Beer.
Yes.
All right.
Perfect.
Excellent. So let's see the bottle light. Let's see the bottle caps. Let's just see what we got on.
I'm gonna say
I'm
Demolin
certain
Pale Ale Citra is the first one.
you saw this one.
Oh Jesus!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, so now that it's been revealed. Beer number 2 is
A Belgian double?
a Belgian double. It's Westmalle Belgian
You
double.
know what's so funny is I almost changed it to a Belgian beer.
No way.
At one point, but then I thought,
didn't say so.
No. I thought it would be more. I thought it'd just be more. I thought it'd be very different.
God damn.
So beer number 2, we got Lager, Star Pomegranate, and we got Wheat Beer, Remerlev Crimson Red, and it's a Belgian double, Westmalle Trappist double, and
Not
it
even-
tastes exactly like the Westmalle Trappist double when I try it, but I knew what it was.
All right, I'm going to have to try
You
it again.
need to try that one again.
Knowing what it is.
And this is the beer I'm the most happy about because
You
it's
know what?
such a staple of the Systembolaget
Yeah.
assortment.
Yeah.
It's been there
And what's so funny?
forever.
What's funny is I was thinking like when I tried this, I was like, this might be, like a Trappist beer of some sort.
Oh,
But
you
at the
should
same
have said
time-
so. You should have said so because history will judge
Yeah,
you.
no. But at the same time, I was just thinking, no, I think those would be.
Well, now
because
that you
they're-
smell it,
but now they're usually a little more sugary and but there was like the alcohol was really coming off of this pretty strong. That's what made me think of a Trappist beer.
I still got to say, like, because the esters and the banana-y thing you get is very similar to, like, the wheat beer. kind of style.
Yeah.
So, but, I mean, if I'd seen it, knowing that, which I did, while still locking in a fucking red ale,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's so weird. Like, now that you've seen the label and everything, you're just like, yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So the next beer reveal is not going to be beer number 1 because now we're going meta because now I know what Stefan saw. He believed
No, sorry. I definitely saw this. I saw that one.
He saw the Poppels
Oh, Russian
white
Stout.
cap. It's the Poppels Russian Imperial Stout. And you thought you saw a brewski cap.
No, I did not think of that at all. No. I didn't
You
think
was
of that at all.
going meta. So when I thought that Stefan had seen a brewski cap, he was thinking about the first beer.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
So I'm actually a bit disappointed here in the Poppels Russian Imperial Stout because I used to
I'll
drink
be
it
honest
quite
with
a
you.
while.
I've never had the Poppels Russian Imperial Stout.
Neither. I think I've had it, but I don't think I was that impressed by it.
Well, you
I
know what?
was- I
Still
was-
not that impressed
Still
by
not
it. But no, I've never had this.
But I mean, we get points for stout.
Yeah, so here you
Yeah.
you both get 1 point each for stout.
And to be fair, I mean, I haven't had the Westmalle Trappist in
I've only had a triple.
Oh,
that's the classic. Yeah. You've never had the double?
No.
Are you guys call yourself beer nerds? These are two.
I know, right?
Premium. Okay, the stout, Imperial Stout is a premium beer, and the Westmalle Trappist.
It's just classic Belgian.
Yeah. I know, and what's funny, I
love the triple.
I just don't hit the Belgian section very often, so that's why I always look at it and go, those look pretty good. Oh, let's look what's over here. Like, those aren't going anywhere. They'll be there next week.
Yeah. So beer number 1, it is an IPA.
All right.
Demolen Pale Ale Citra.
No. That one gushes like no other beer.
Oh,
I would not have been able to serve it here.
Oh.
It just explodes out of every bottle. It's unpurchasable.
So what is it?
I selected a beer that has a super specific house flavor. A house flavor that Rogue has a more distinctive house flavor.
Yeah.
It's the Lagunitas Maximus Imperial IPA.
That's what's throwing me off there, because I was just like, this has that carameliness to it. And
Lagunitas beers all taste like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
They do.
So you both get 1 point for IPA.
But what's funny is we both were just we were just sure that it was a sculpin too.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. That's why I wanted to say, like, all right, let's say it's
yeah.
But now that you see the beers I selected,
and now that you know that it's a Lagunitas, you can tell, yeah, that's a Lagunitas smell.
Yeah, like you're right. It's like once you say it's Lagunitas, I'm like, you taste it, you're like, it just falls into that pattern of like, this is Lagunitas. Yeah.
It's like we've had it. Do we have it twice at Tug in Lund?
I think so. Yeah.
And it's just like, that's the regular old Lagunitas that I know.
And honestly, almost all of their beers, all of their IPAs kind of taste a bit like this in some way.
Yeah.
So the Popples, I went a little bit out of the comfort zone, but the two other ones are super style typical and just
good choices, Martin.
Yeah,
much better than the bullshit Mathias usually picks.
Fuck you.
I told a colleague about this challenge that I was giving you guys, and she actually said, "Oh, you should give them 3 Maria Stud."
Yeah.
Like, whoa!
You know, I've actually thought about doing that.
Just whoa there, really, Hitler. Whoa.
Actually, it's just you just 1 can. You just form 3.
You just buy 2 cans of Maria Stud, one for the one person, one for the other.
But okay, so it's obvious that Stefan did not see any caps. Because he was completely wrong.
Yeah.
Which cap did you think you saw?
I saw that one. I definitely saw that one.
The Trappist?
The Trappist.
But you thought Avery?
No, I thought Coppersmith.
Oh, Coppersmith.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Because they have the kind of... Because I just like really, really quickly glanced, and my eyes didn't have time to focus or pull the image together, but it was just
kind of that... We were both wrong.
Yeah, it's my fuck up, but it's obvious that it didn't influence his answers.
Like I said, and I even said, like, I didn't change any of my answers based on what I thought I saw.
2-2, man.
All right, we're tied.
So to your discredit, the IPA and the stout were super easy to pick out by intention.
But to be fair,
I thought
we did much better than you did.
You selected bullshit styles.
Infinitely amount of percent better.
Yeah. But like 300% better than you did. So
I got an ESB, I got an infected Snowcat stout bullshit.
We don't know that it was infected. That could have just been what I was going for.
Yep. We have no idea what the intention was.
We've never had the Snowcat, so we can't compare it.
Was it Snowcat?
It was Snowcat.
It was the Snowcat.
And that's some other bullshit. I'm still upset.
It was the Fuller's ESB, it was the Snowcat, and can't remember what else it was.
Yeah. The last time we did this, I think I was challenging Karin, and he picked like a Guinness.
Yes.
And that was really, really tough, I have to say, because once the carbonation goes away, it's just lagery, watery thin, and you're just like...
That was a fun one.
Yeah. It was like, I guess Baltic Porter or something like that, because you pulled that shit on me before, and I'm always expecting you to pull that on me again. All right.
But now that I've been on this side of the judging,
host?
I actually did think one of you would guess Lagunitas.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's so obvious when you know what it is, but it's so hard to like find those small details.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But this is the thing about blind tasting. Everyone should try blind tasting.
Yeah.
Because it really does challenge you.
It really fucks with your head.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your taste buds.
Yeah.
And your smell.
And in this context, it's more difficult because you really want to do it right.
Yeah.
You really want to win.
And you bring in your personal bias a lot,
Yes.
and you kind of like, oh, this reminds me of this other thing, and that's why that.
But I kind of want to try. I want to try like Sculpin IPA next to the Lagunitas and like have those two in a blind test.
The Sculpin is not as malty.
It's not. I mean, the Sculpin is a very distinct flavor for an IPA.
Brighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I haven't played since the first time we challenged each other like 1-on-1.
Have you not? I mean, but you played since then.
No.
At least, no, really?
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, it is.
Because I've done it twice. This is my third time, and you've done it at least one other time against someone.
Oh, I did.
Adrian.
Adrian's
it was
begun
against
one.
Adrian.
Yeah, it was against
That's where I
Adrian.
fucked up on the
Breweries.
Yeah, that's when you went hardcore no pecan. I'm like, really? You're locking it now?
It's like, that's the Terrapin Moo chocolate stout. I'll lock that shit in blindfolded.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. That was one of the few times I'm just going.
Go ahead, pal.
My incredulous was like, ooh, okay, sure you want to lock it in? You can wait. If it was like, nope, lock it in. I'm like, all right, write it down.
I gave you the option. Yeah. Fuck you.
It's like you should hear by my voice, tone of voice that you're
Wait,
wrong, but
I did, but it was just like, oh, he's just fucking with me. He's just flabbergasted. I got it on the first try.
yeah.
I think you also had Breweries Rhubarb.
Ego.
Yep.
Rhubarb. Yeah, the rhubarb one. Yeah.
Yes.
That's also a good pick because it's so distinctively rhubarb sour ale.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone got it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. But fucking Adrian had been pounding the shit out of the was it the West Coast?
Yeah. It was very like West Coast all summer long.
He basically like bought like a case or two cases. And
so he had this
the
Steve Brigette's West Coast. He'd been drinking it for like 6 weeks straight.
Yeah, and then he comes on like the week after. It's just like, yeah, that's Steve Burr's West Coast.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Even blindfolded.
Yeah.
Because what I would do is I would look at the beers and I was like, all right, has both of you tried this? And oh, you have, so therefore I'll get it. But I didn't look like how many chickens did he have?
Oh, I did know Untapped research when
Well,
buying
it's a little more
beers.
difficult because Matthias has quit checking in beer on tap, so it becomes a little
He's
more
beyond
difficult.
that. He's more fancy than that.
Yeah.
No, I would say I just got sick of it. I just wanted to sit down and enjoy the beer and talk to people instead.
We understand.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, because you still check it. So.
You can find us online at what'sontappodcast.com.
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram,
Spotify,
YouTube,
and iTunes.
and everywhere you can find fine
Quality
podcasts.
podcast.
Fine quality podcast. Yes. So until next time,
Keep
Keep drinking your dum-dums!
Yeah.